for tuning in. Welcome back to Hati Jatuh Primary School, where we discuss, share, and improve our knowledge. I'm your host, Silky Basyasyah Tsabitah Ahmad from 5th C grade, and this is my partner.
Hello, my name is Agha Ghaisan from 4th C grade. In today's episode, still with Mr. Hans Linden, but we have another topic.
Hi, Mr. Hans. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you, and thank you for inviting me for this podcasting. It's going to be interesting to talk to you. And I'm excited to hear your question.
I'm excited to pronounce the questions.
Okay, folks, we're going to ask about Independence Day. Hopefully, we'll get useful information from Mr. Hans about it.
Without further ado, let's dive in. So, this is the first question. How long have you stayed in Indonesia, and what do you think about my country?
Oh, I have traveling in Indonesia. I have stayed in Indonesia for many occasions, and I've been traveling in Indonesia for a long time. Actually, I've been traveling in Indonesia since about 44 years. So I came to Indonesia 1978. This is 44 years ago. Long time before you were born, you know. And I've been coming and going and always been interested in traveling in Indonesia. And this time, the last time now, this visit here, I've been staying in Indonesia for 2 months, 2 bulan. And going to Sweden tomorrow.
Since you stayed for Indonesia for 44 years, I heard yesterday you go to Bali. Is Bali your favorite place to go? Or?
No, it's not the favorite place at all because it's too many tourists. I travel in Indonesia where usually no tourists go because I don't like too much tourists around. It must be like a more Indonesian cultural solid place, you know. That is my target usually when I travel. So that's why I go many times to Kalimantan or to Sumatra or Nias or Mentawai, you know.
Okay, thank you for your answer.
I have a question for you. This is the second one. As you know, on the age of 17, Indonesia celebrates 77 years of independence. What do you think from our Independence Day?
Oh, I see that this day is very important for the Indonesian people, and they really celebrate this day very seriously and joyfully because that's the day when you got free from all those colonial invaders who have been running your country for so many hundreds of years, which actually is a shame. It's a pity. The colonial era where many countries come and conquer other countries just for the benefit of resources and labor and whatever it could be. So the day when Indonesia was free from all these and could be an independent country, it's a very good day, very important day, you know, because then you are free, you can develop the country in the way you want, and that has been done by the first president, you know, Sukarno, and his vice president, Hatta. So I understand the day of Merdeka is very important, and I'm happy to celebrate that with you because I was here in Indonesia a few days ago when you celebrate Merdeka. So it's great.
And what do you think about Independence Day decorations?
Independence Day.
Decorations.
Oh, beautiful, you know. Lovely. And all the gatherings. Where I stay here in Surabaya, in Bukit Palma, Citraland, in the place there in Bukit Palma, there was a party, a gathering, with a video and singing and food. We had makan, together, and beautiful, lovely, the decoration.
Do you think that we are really free?
Yeah, that is a very interesting question. Because, I believe that no one is really free today, because we are so global today. Almost all countries is dependent on other countries for one way or another. So to say if Indonesia really is free, I think it's really free politically, You are free to govern your own country. And you can by the use of democracy, you can create a government from the voice of the people today. And that is very important. That's why it's so important that when you get older, you make your vote.
A great answer. Moving to Silky.
Okay, so the next question. Do you have any memorable experience about Indonesia Independence Day, and will you share to us, Mr. Hans?
No, I have this experience, like I told you, that it is the Independence Day, I think, unifies the Indonesian people. It makes the Indonesian people, it gives the Indonesian people the feeling of being together and celebrating something together that is very important for everybody in Indonesia. So this is my experience, very special experience, And it's very good, because this is a big day for the country of Indonesia, and the integrity of the. Do you know the meaning of integrity of a country? Do you know the meaning of integrity? No. You look it up in Google later on. But good, you are honest and say no, I don't understand. But the integrity is it is a feeling of something that is you. And I think the people of Indonesia on Independence Day, they celebrate something that they can call the celebration of their own country. It doesn't belong to anyone else. It belongs to the people of Indonesia. Something really nice to. In Sweden we have something similar, but not about freedom. But we celebrate the National Day, the Day of Sweden, and that we are happy we are Swedish people and have had the blessing of living in a country with. We haven't had any wars in Sweden for 200 years. So we have been living I'm living in a country where there is no wars. Very peaceful, and we have one day also we celebrate for this purpose of being proud to be Swedish, as you are proud to be Indonesian on Independence Day. Do you get it?
Yes. I get it.
Good.
Okay. For the fourth question for you, Mr. Hans. Do you ever hear about Indonesia heroes like Mr. Soekarno, Mr. Muhammad Hatta, Raden Ajeng, Kartini, and many more? What do you know about them?
No, all the others except Sukarno and Hatta, I know. Sukarno, first president after liberation from all these colonialists, and Hatta was his vice president. That's why the name, of the airport in Jakarta is Soekarno-Hatta Airport, because they were two together. But the other one, I don't know the other heroes. You have to teach me about that. I know also that Sukarno was born in Blitar, not so far from here, and I have been visiting his birthplace, the memorial place of him. There is also like a museum there, and I know he favored really the Indonesian people. He was unifying the Indonesian people by implementing the Bahasa Indonesia for all. So all people on the different islands, before they didn't understand each other because they speak different language. But he implemented Bahasa Indonesia for all. So everybody in the different islands, Indonesia, a big country, so they could suddenly develop connection and communication with each other. This was the reason for Sukarno. Sukarno made this possible.
Maybe you can search it in internet to learn more.
I have to look up for the other heroes on internet. Good, you give me this advice.
Okay, moving to Silky again.
Okay, so this is the last question. Do you have any advice for the young generation, like me and my friends, how to respect and protect our country?
Yeah, what to say? No, but I would wish you this freedom to explore yourself and to do what you really want to do in your life. And this freedom we talk about, that you really can feel this freedom yourself, that you have by your responsibility for yourself, that you have the opportunity to develop your life in the way you want, and that you do that. You are responsible for your life, so you have to do what you really want to do. Not listen too much to others, but do what you want to do in your life. Study what you want to do. And if you make a choice, a decision about doing something that is important for you, do it good and do it right. Study, marriage, girlfriend, boyfriend. And also my advice is to be flexible. In Indonesia, it's an Islamic country, and but in Indonesia there's also Catholic, there are Buddhist, there are other Christian, there are different Muslim part of the Islam. That you are flexible, that you accept each other, that you always live in love with each other, even if you have different religion. And this is very important, because sometimes when we have an idea, we want the other one to have the same idea, but the other one maybe not. So we must respect. I'm not Muslim, but I must respect you. You are Muslim. And you must respect me, the way I think. And it's very important that this is my advice to you, to be very flexible in your way of thinking and in the way of accepting other people, and also, like I say before, to take care of life, take care of animals, take care of environment, keep environment clean. Don't throw plastic bottles like this, Don't smoke. Live the life in the good and healthy way. This is my advice to you. And explore the world. Explore Indonesia. Travel in Indonesia and make experience. And come back and tell your experience. So when you have been to Sweden, if you want to go to Sweden, you go to Sweden and then you go back to Indonesia and share your experience with the other people here. Because then you will develop the mind of Silky, And when you teach me about Islam or your way of belief or whatever you experience, then you develop my life. I can learn from you. And you can learn from me. But we have to go out and make experience and bring experience back. If you just sit on the veranda smoking, do nothing in life, then you have nothing to share with the other one. You must make experiences. Do you understand?
What is your wish or hope for future Indonesia?
To develop prosperity and to promote equality, especially on the material level. Because a problem in Indonesia is that Indonesia still is poor. Indonesia is still a poor country. For most people, do you know, or for many people. Now the middle class, it's getting a little bit better for the middle. They make a little bit better salary after work. But still there is quite many people, you know, that has not enough of material needs in this country. Still a little bit poor country. And some people up here, very, very, very rich, have lots of money, nice car, big, big house, you know. And it should be those people who has a little bit difficulty with the money should come up. And those up here should go down. So the people in the middle can make a little bit better life with money, food, life, you know, materially. Do you understand what I say?
Yes.
I understand all of it.
And thank you for your advice. I hope Indonesia can do that in the future.
Me too.
Alright, I hope you enjoyed this episode.
Thank you.
Again, so thank you, Mr. Hans. Thank you for interesting sharing.
And also thank you for the listener who is listening until this last minute of this episode. I hope we can see again in the next video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.